Hello, YouTube. I don't like that I look so dark in here, but welcome back to my channel. I am finally on the loser's bench. I had my surgery February 22nd, 2017 with Dr. Delmado at the Gwinnett, Gwinnett Medical Center. I'm doing fine. I'm doing as good as could be expected after having surgery. I'll give you a little bit of stats and then just give you a little bit of where I'm at. I'm not a full week yet, but my week is going to be busy, so I know that I won't be able to record on Wednesday or any other day this week. Went in that morning, had to be there at 9:30, checked in, waited a little bit in the waiting area, but by the time I got back there, the ball was rolling. Started this journey. My highest weight ever was 234. Started the pre-op diet February 8th with my weight being 225. And when I weighed myself at the hospital, I was 215. So, I mean, I was okay, with the weight loss. Could I have done better? I'm pretty sure I could have, but listen, I did the best that I could. Went back for surgery, woke up in recovery, felt fine. I did so much research during my 6 months of preparing for this surgery that I think I did myself justice. And for any of you who are looking to rush this process, I've joined a Facebook VSG support group, and I see a lot of women who, are excited when people say they made it to the loser's bench, but they also want to know how they could speed up their process. And my thing to you is I'm grateful that it took me 6 months because I got to a space, a good mental space. I got to a good space, physically as well, that I think I had all the knowledge that I was going to have leading up into this surgery. So don't rush it. Take your time because one day you are who you are, the next day you're going to wake up different. Your body is going to be different. And that could be very shocking. So take your time. You're going to get there eventually. This is not a race. This is something that should be for the rest of your life. So take your time. But anyhow, when I woke up, I woke up pretty fine, had a lot of pressure in my chest, but again, I knew that was to be expected, of course, because of all my research and things of that nature. Went up to my room. My fiance was there. I felt good. They gave me more pain medicine, but I told them I was not in any pain again, just in the chest area, just I say hurt, but discomfort. That's really where the area, the problem was for me. My incisions never hurt. They don't hurt now. So throughout the day, when I was finally able to walk, which I asked them because the bed was just a little bit uncomfortable. So, I walked. I did really well. The laps around that place, I had to stay the night. The whole time that I was there, I probably did 12 to 14 laps because I just wanted whatever this was in my chest to move. So the first night went good. The next morning at 6 o'clock, they took my catheter out. That wasn't bad. I never had an issue going to the bathroom on my own. It was funny because my nurse kept saying, you can have, your morphine or Toradol, but I wasn't in any pain. And I was trying to explain to them that pressure there. And had I known, I didn't know until that afternoon, the day after surgery, that I had a spasm medicine that I was able to have as well because I kept trying to describe it to my nurses. And don't get me wrong, they were great on trying to make sure that I felt comfortable. But I never had taken that spasm medicine until it was time for me to have, I did my leak test, passed that. It was time for me to start, sipping or what have you. And it was a weird sensation, as everyone else said. That is true indeed. But this it was like a rock. It was like it was hitting a rock, and it was difficult. And and I didn't like that feeling. And I was like, gosh, I know I have to keep sipping. I have to get a certain amount in order for me to be discharged. And so I started walking some more because, I said, well, you know what? This has to be gas. Let me try to get it out. And no, I didn't bring any gas strips to the hospital or anything. But later on that afternoon, I started spitting up. And I'm not even gonna say like like throwing up, because it was no tightness in my stomach. You throw up in that whole contraction that you do to. It wasn't that, but it would come up frothy. It was like very like phlegm, and I expressed that to my nurse. He had given me nausea medicine, the day nurse, and finally when the physician's assistant to my surgeon had came to visit it, and I explained to her the situation. She was thinking that I probably should stay another night since I wasn't getting liquids in. But she expressed to me too, those are spasms, and that I have medication that I need to be taking for that. When he gave me that dose after she left, I probably spit up one more time after a lap of walking, and I started to feel better. And at this point, my fiance was already on his way up there. I didn't want to tell him to go home, that I was going to stay just in case I was able to start getting stuff down and could be discharged later. So I told him to come on up. And sure enough, I got in four of the little cups that they give you. I got four of those in. And the nurse was about to leave. It was going to be a shift change. And he said, well, let's prepare you to stay. And I said, listen, I can do this. I know I can do it. I said that medicine that you had given me had made things much better. I also had a prescription already waiting at home. So I told them, I assured them, and my husband, my fiance, I'm sorry, I assured them as well. I'm going to make sure that she go ahead and, try keep sipping. If she looks like she's struggling, I'll be sure to bring her back. So I got discharged about 7:15 that evening, Thursday evening. Got home. I did take a pain medicine, but more so I could be comfortable, so I could sleep. Because I'm not a back sleeper, and at least at the hospital you have the things to adjust your bed, prop pillows and things of that nature. But I just wanted to have a good night's rest. So the ride home, I made sure to sip. Um, you know, got home, took my medicine, things of that nature, and slept just fine. The next day, um, well, actually, I wind up getting up in the middle of the night, coming downstairs to my couch. I have a sectional, and there's like a chaise lounge part. So I did come down, and I had bought gas X strips. So I was taking gas X, and I started doing laps downstairs throughout my living room, kitchen, dining room, or what have you, to get some of that moving. And I was burping a lot, so I was happy about that. And I just kept making sure I sipped, because I just had this fear of dehydration. And so I think overall I'm fine. My biggest struggle is that I'm afraid of dehydration. And so, I keep going back to my books. I'm one of those people, I like to stick to the rules, but I also need to learn how to listen to my body. This is different. So even though the book is going to say one thing, I have to learn to listen to what my body is saying. So I think I figured out the full feeling. And I think that's the biggest challenge for me, is because I don't want to be dehydrated. I want to make sure I get my nutrients in, you know. Um, so I'm constantly, sipping. I'm drinking my protein shakes. The weirdest thing as well is my taste buds thus far have not changed. A lot of people say they have, now things are extremely sweet after surgery. No, no, things so far still taste the same to me. I bought some sugar-free Jello, and I mixed in some Miralax because another fear of mine is constipation. So I want to be proactive as much as possible. And I think that's another thing. I know if I don't get liquids in, that's going to also hurt with the constipation. So I want to make sure that I'm hydrated and I'm tolerating everything. There has been nothing yet. I started my vitamins day 3. Nothing yet is nasty. I take the Flintstone Complete Chewables just fine. Take my B12 just fine. Take my calcium with vitamin D just fine. So God is good because I'm doing good. I'm really doing good. My incisions are healing just fine, and I'll actually show you guys in a second what mine's look like. I have 5, and let me see. Let's see. Yeah, but I'm gonna bring the phone down. No, Shauna. Okay. Can you see, guys? I'm sorry. I'm like not the best at this. It's like 4 going across and then 1 up here. So, so yeah, those don't hurt at all. They instructed me. I took a shower the next morning, peeled off. There was like, that little tape. I peeled that off. I left the strips and, just put soap and let that kind of run on them. So no pain from that. Sleeping, still some discomfort with sleeping. Today's Monday, Sunday, I did lay on my left side, and I was able to pass a little gas that way. So just another tip, your left side, if you guys can do it, that kind of helps. I forget why, but I was able to pass gas. But I feel okay. I'm the type of person who always overdo it. I have 6 children, and I stay at home, and I'm always cleaning, I'm always doing things. And, my fiance is like, look, I ain't taking you to the hospital for you to like jack yourself up. Relax. And that's hard for me. That's really hard. But it'll get better. It'll get better. But so if any challenges that I have, the only thing I can say is I don't know if I'm over indulging, meaning on my drinking and things of that nature, or if I'm doing just right. Again, think that I have learned what the full sensation feels. It gets a little tight, and then I have a little burp or what have you. But I just want to do right. This is a critical time for your body. I don't want to get in starvation mode. And I'm doing good, like I said, with my protein. I have no issues. I've brought some soups. I've always already packed them in into containers, these 4-ounce containers that I got for Walmart pre-op. Again, vitamins, I'm doing just fine. So I thank the man above. I feel that I know I'm going to be successful throughout this journey. And I'm just excited. I noticed changes like these PJs I have on are fitting me really loose. Another thing, I have no desire to weigh myself. I don't care what that scale says. There's going to be a lot of non-scale victories, and I'm claiming that. I'm not going to let that scale obsess me. The scale I had before wasn't working, so I did go to Target and buy me a new one. But no, my kids step on it, and they're them amongst themselves. Oh, I'm bigger than you. I have no desire to see because that what it is because I won't be pimped by no scale. It won't control me. So again, just in the pajamas I'm wearing right now, that's enough for me to know that I'm losing. But it's not even 7 days, guys. So no, I'm not gonna be pimped by no scale. But I want to thank my subscribers. I never thought in a million years that anybody would watch my videos, and I'm pretty sure everyone who has started their channel probably felt the same thing. And I promise you, you're not going to always get videos with this robe on, but this is so soft, and I'm in relaxation mode. But I feel good. I feel good. I think you all for watching, taking the time to watch me on this journey. I will try to update when I do weigh in on Thursday. I go in Thursday, March 2nd for my 1 week follow up, and I also have to do the egg test. And I just pray that I, could progress to something else because I feel like I have been doing really good with the liquids. And for those of you who haven't had your surgery, I don't know if all doctors do it. I can't see why they wouldn't, but whatever that, and I don't know the medical name for this spasm medicine, take it because I didn't even know I had it in the hospital. And again, nothing against the nurses, but when that surgical assistant came in and told me that that's what it was and I need to take that, things got so much better because I was afraid. I didn't have regrets or anything, but I was afraid, like, really? I am going to just be living with this for, however long I was going to live with it. So I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful, for you all going on this journey with me. And yeah, just thankful. All right. Have a blessed day. Bye.